You do. Hello. Oops. Hello. All right, cool. Welcome. Good afternoon. Hi. Good afternoon. I'm Kristen Dombrowski. I am the Executive Director for the Northwest region of Canine Companions. Thank you. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining us, those of you in person and at home watching virtually. Thank you for being here to help us celebrate, and we have a lot to celebrate today. We have 6 graduation ceremonies happening today across the country at all of our regional locations. That means 222 future service dogs are entering professional training today. So, yeah, amazing, right? So thank you to those 222 and then some volunteers that raised those puppies the last year and a half. We have 54 clients graduating with their new service or facility dogs across the country as well. Yeah. Since our founding almost 50 years ago, Canine Companions has now surpassed over 7,750 teams placed with Canine Companions dogs. These impressive numbers are indicative of all of the love and dedication that ensures our incredible dogs are prepared for their careers and perfectly matched. These graduating service and facility dogs are expertly trained in more than 45 skills such as retrieving dropped items, opening doors, pulling a wheelchair, supporting our veterans with anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder, and more. They are then matched with the people they will be partnered with for years to come. It also takes many financial resources, and we do not charge our clients for their service dogs. So I would like to recognize all of our generous donors for their support in helping to make incredible matches like those you will see today happen. Thank you to our amazing volunteers. I want to thank our national and regional board members. I want to especially thank those puppy raisers that are here today. Yay. We have 48 matriculating puppies today, which means more than 48 families are here today to help celebrate. And these puppy raisers nurture and raise our puppies for 18 months before they're turned in for professional training on our campus. Thank you also to our breeder caretakers, our dog walkers and bathers, and those that make and serve our team lunches. I also want to thank our incredible training staff, especially Cassidy Bryce and Dana Weinert. They led this team the last 2 weeks, and none of this would be possible without the dedication and expertise of our exceptional trainers. Many of our staff have a hand in meeting our mission. Our philanthropy, administrative, facility, kennel, Canine Early Development Center, and veterinary staff work hard to make sure our dogs are perfectly matched. And thank you also to our lovely caretaker, Shannon. Shannon here? To this class, congratulations on successfully completing your training. We welcome you to our, well, some of you are successors, so we are so happy to continue to have you in our family, and we are here to support you. Next, I'd like to introduce this video on the puppy raising experience. Thanks for being here.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Susan Porteous, and I'm the Northwest Region Puppy Program Manager. Puppy raisers of our matriculating dogs, could you please begin quietly lining up along the ramp over on this side of the room? Karina will be over there to help you out. And at this time, I would also like to invite Randy White and his sister-in-law, Mary Ellen Bates, to please join me on stage to present the tassels to our matriculating class. Randy is not only a client of Canine Companions with his second service dog, Ginger, but he and his wife, Linda, are also past board members and generous donors to Canine Companions. Mary Ellen is also a donor, and she goes by the nickname Muggs, and you will see puppy Muggs matriculating today. So, as all of our volunteers gathered here today certainly know, puppy raising is a labor of love. It takes a really special person to dedicate a year and a half of your life to caring for, raising, socializing, training, and just loving a little puppy just to give them away at the end. And yet somehow our incredible volunteers sign up to do that again and again and again. Every matriculation, I am blown away by the dedication of our puppy raising community. No matter what stage of life our volunteers are in, they have found the hours in their day and the room in their heart to bring home a puppy. Just in this matriculating class today, you will see puppy raisers who are high school and college students, families with young children, working professionals, empty nesters, clients who have service or facility dogs who wanted to find a new way to get engaged in our community, and everything in between. And although they're not joining us in person, we're of course also celebrating with our puppy handlers who are incarcerated at our various prison facilities. Yep. Spanning from our longest-lived program, Coffee Creek is turning in their 189th puppy today. Meanwhile, the new kid on the block, San Quentin Rehabilitation Center, is turning in puppies number 1 and 2. What unites all of those diverse volunteers is the Canine Companions mission. Everyone here has set out to provide greater independence to a person with disabilities, and today all of that hard work is done. I hope that as they prepare themselves to say a tearful goodbye to their puppies this afternoon, at the end of the day they're proud of themselves for what they've accomplished. I know I certainly am. So thank you to all of our puppy raisers for what you have done and for making our mission possible. And it is now my pleasure to introduce you to the matriculating class of May 2024. All right, first up we have Mitch III, raised by Mimi Niemiller of San Jose, California, Mimi's 11th puppy. And this is Brewster III, raised by Mila Fiker of Loomis, California, her 3rd puppy. Next, we have Wrigley V, raised by Rebecca and Doug Anderson of Ridgefield, Washington. She is their 7th puppy. And this is Fresca III, raised by Rosa Brandt of Santa Rosa, California, her 1st puppy. This is Wendell II, raised by San Quentin Rehabilitation Center of San Quentin, California, their 2nd puppy, along with Patty Keene of San Anselmo, California, her 4th puppy. And this handsome boy is Boyd IV, raised by Kate Rosen of Rohnert Park, California, Kate's 15th puppy, and Anna Marie Wiley of Santa Rosa, California, her 1st puppy. Oh, we put all the Goldens in a row. Next we got Nash V, raised by Pam Catani of Folsom, California, Pam's 12th puppy, and Allison Weinheimer of Carmichael, California, her 5th puppy. And this is Danica IV, raised by Noelle Brown of Lafayette, California, her 1st puppy. Next, we have Chandler V, raised by Michelle, Gareth, Aaron, and Aiden Yao of Sunnyvale, California, their 2nd puppy. Next, we have Frolic III, raised by Scott Campbell of Santa Rosa, California, Scott's 1st puppy. Next, we have Lockett II, raised by Craig and Vicki Finley of Seattle, Washington. She is their first puppy. And this is Jolene IV, raised by Chica and Elena Orton of Sandpoint, Idaho, their first puppy, along with Bonnie and Jim Wakefield of Spokane, Washington, their sixth puppy. And this is Tansy, raised by Gail Graybeal of Roseville, California, her third puppy. And this is Romance, raised by Karen Burnett and Dan Ridings of Seattle, Washington. Romance is their ninth puppy raised. And this is Muggs, like we mentioned, raised by Mary Lynn Kagan of Elk Grove, California, Mary Lynn's 10th puppy, along with Lisa Allen, also of Elk Grove, and this is Lisa's third. Next, we have Caroline V, raised by Dave Lasker of San Francisco, California. She is his 10th puppy. And this is Mona IV, raised by Tanya and Jason Carter of Tacoma, Washington, their 15th puppy, along with Carolee Whitting of Puyallup, Washington, her 5th puppy. And this is Reuben V, raised by Kirk and Lisa Knopfsinger of Linden, California. He is their first puppy. Next, we have Peppermint III, raised by Kendra Clark of Orangevale, California, her 10th puppy. And this big guy is Nero VIII, raised by Carrie McKay of Lewiston, Idaho, her third puppy. And this is Tito III, raised by Renee Piper of Troy, Idaho, her 11th puppy. And this little lady is Caper, raised by Denise and Jeff Kimpson of Eagle, Idaho. She is their 8th puppy. Next, we have Priya II, raised by Morgan and Debbie Prince of Rockland, California, their first puppy. And this is Thatcher IV. He is the 48th puppy raised at California Healthcare Facility in Stockton, California, along with the second puppy raised by Andrea Sherrill and Chris Sherry of Danville, California. And this is Rika, raised by Tom and Sherry Clapp of Meridian, Idaho. She is their 6th puppy. All right, and next we got dogs everywhere from Coffee Creek today. This is Haas IV, raised by Coffee Creek Correctional Facility of Wilsonville, Oregon. He is number 186 for Coffee Creek, along with Christina Keefe of Portland, Oregon, and he's number 10 for Christina. Next, we've got Hubert II, also raised at Coffee Creek. He is puppy number 187, along with Heather Omar of Portland, Oregon. And can you guess where he might have been raised? This is Clark V, also from Coffee Creek Correctional Facility. Clark is puppy number 189 for them and was co-raised with Heidi Stoner of Vancouver, Washington, Heidi's first puppy. And next we have Artemis I. Artemis was the first puppy raised at San Quentin Rehabilitation Center in San Quentin, California, and co-raised by Barb and Bill Bachner of Novato, California, their 7th puppy. And this is Nolene II, raised by Chris Eddy of Des Moines, Washington, her 21st puppy. Next, we have Devani, raised by Trish Karlinski of Oakland, California, her first puppy, along with Abby Scott, and this is her 2nd puppy. Next, we have Sheldon IV, raised by Florian Fonte of Petaluma, California, her 7th puppy. And this is Havana VII, raised by Hannah and Justin Lewis of Everett, Washington, their 2nd puppy. Next, we have Nix II, raised by Sue Guzman and Michelle Kelsey of Santa Clara, California, their 15th puppy, and Karen Ammer of Los Altos, California, her 6th puppy. And this is Avril, raised by Joe and Chad Convis of Twain Hart, California, their 5th puppy. Next, we have Hugh III, raised by Leslie McAllister of Portland, Oregon, her 1st puppy. And this is Amigo the Third, raised at Coffee Creek Correctional Facility in Wilsonville, Oregon. He's number 189 for them. And Anita Hedham of Fairview, Oregon. Anita's number 6. And this is Dominic the Fourth, raised by Patrick Curran and Denise Anderson of Pleasanton, California, their 6th puppy. And this is Gable the Fifth, raised by Laura Tom and Vern Haywood of Dayton, Nevada, their 1st puppy. Next we have Jillian the Fifth, raised by Jean Johnson of Edmonds, Washington. This is her 5th puppy. And this is Winifred the Fifth, raised by Kim Jadamzik of Walnut Creek, California, her 2nd puppy. And this is Sandy, raised by Tasha Bennett of Washougal, Washington, her 5th puppy, along with Kathy Nichols of Camas, Washington, her 3rd puppy. And last but most certainly not least, we have Tasha the Fifth, raised by Ann and George Gadd and Ann, George and Joey Gadd, there we go, of Saratoga, California, their 2nd puppy.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's give it up one more time for those incredible puppy raisers. And next, please join me in welcoming to the stage our Breeder Caretaker Program Coordinator, Sarah Yasloff.
Thank you, Susan. It is so great to see everybody here today. And today we are also celebrating our newly selected breeders and all of the amazing people who have helped raise them, and their puppy raisers who raise them, their breeder caretakers who care for them. We couldn't do it without you. We are delighted to recognize the puppy raisers who help raise the next generation of breeders, and as well as the breeder caretakers that care for them. In both roles, it takes time, effort, and love. And we realize it's endless support, and we truly appreciate it. So please help me in welcoming and congratulating our newest breeder dogs.
Can I ask Devin and Dana and Cassidy to please join me up here? Yeah? You guys thought you could hide. Hi everyone, my name is Marissa Raddick and I'm the training manager here at the Northwest region. As many of you know, Canine Companions is nothing short of thorough. We strive for excellence in everything that we do, and this excellence extends to our training department, where each trainer in the program completes a multi-year apprenticeship to become a certified instructor. It is my privilege to acknowledge these 3 trainers who have earned various promotions within their apprenticeships. First, I'd like to introduce you to Devin. This is Devin. And I also want to recognize Michaela, who is not here today. These 2 trainers just begun their apprentice course, or apprenticeship, by spending the last 6 months training their very first string of dogs. Trying to walk me off the stage. They were just training their very first string of dogs under the guidance of their regional training manager, myself. They were excellent students, always taking notes as new skills were introduced. They were eager to learn and receptive to in-the-moment feedback. They worked through training and behavior plans. They were natural problem solvers, and their dedication to the dogs never wavered. Both Devin and Michaela worked extremely hard over the last 6 months and already have a few service dogs out in the world. They recently taught their first team training class and did a phenomenal job creating a positive and supportive learning environment for our clients. This marks the end of their apprentice course, and they will be picking up new dogs this afternoon as apprentice 2s. Please join me in congratulating Devin and Michaela on this accomplishment. And next, I'd like to introduce Cassidy. Cassidy, yes, this is Cassidy. Cassidy started her career with Canine Companions in February of 2021 and has been training dogs since May of 2022. Cassidy shines when it comes to teamwork and innovation. She is a natural at thinking outside the box and is eager to try new techniques or setups to help work with the specific dog in front of her. She also has begun developing her teaching skills and honing her ability to support our clients through team training classes. As an apprentice level 2, Cassidy has been training and placing service dogs while also learning the ins and outs of puppy, applicant, and graduate program. I'm happy to announce that Cass has met all requirements to promote to apprentice level 3, where she will spend the next 12 months working towards her instructorship. Please join me in congratulating Cassidy Bryce. And finally, I want to introduce you to Dana, right here. Dana is one of our trainers who just completed her 4-year apprenticeship and has been promoted to instructor. So that's 4 years of dedication to our mission, developing her training skills, supporting our clients, and growing into a well-rounded instructor for Canine Companions. Dana has demonstrated the ability to evaluate, categorize, and independently train her dogs to the highest level. She had to pass a series of semester tests and public access tests with this group of dogs, and I was thrilled to see how relaxed, engaged, and reliable her dogs were while they worked for her. 3 of those service dogs are actually graduating here today. In addition to all of those things, Dana also completed a case study presentation, 8 written exams, and has repeatedly demonstrated strong teaching skills in team training. Before coming to work at Canine Companions, Dana was a repeat puppy raiser and breeder caretaker, so she has been around our mission for quite a long time. She goes out of her way to make meaningful connections with people and enjoys building a strong community within the organization. I'm sure our graduates here today can attest for that. Dana, I'm so proud of your hard work over the years and the trainer you have grown to be. Please, everyone, give it up for instructor Dana. Next, we're excited to share a video with you highlighting teams matched in the Northwest region in March and April.
Not yet, not yet. Please enjoy a video of our May 2024 service class experience. Beautiful. Nice job.
Good dog.
Nice.
Yes, you did it.
And then you can have them turn it off.
Yes.
Beautiful. Nice.
Good job.
And you cut. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. Drop. Good. Up.
Nice.
That's it. That's it, Elfie. Yes. Yeah, Elfie, get. Yes. Elfie, visit. Good boy, front step. Good boy, front skip.
Beautiful.
Crunch. That's it. That's it. Good. 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 You got it. You got it. Good boy. Bring it here. Good. Give. Thank you. Awesome.
Nice. Yep. And then you can do switch. Beautiful. Nice job.
There you go. Good boy.
not that tall. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here today to celebrate our matriculating puppies and our graduating service class. For those of you who don't know me already, hi, I am Dana Weinert, and I am an instructor here at Canine Companions. As Marissa talked about, I started my journey here at Canine Companions when I was just 16 years old. We weren't allowed to have dogs in our house due to our busy lifestyle as kids. But for those of you who know me, I am determined. I saw students around my high school raising puppies, so I went to my mom's with my brilliant plan as my final ploy to try to get a dog in the house. Hey, so what if I raise a puppy for Canine Companions? That way I can bring the dog with me everywhere, and you don't have to be responsible for anything except the vet bills. Any responsible teenagers out there, feel free to use that one. After some deliberation, the answer was yes. Thus, my journey with Canine Companions had begun. We got our first puppy, Houston, in October of 2013, who ended up becoming a breeder, and after that, we were hooked. I went on to raise puppies all throughout my time in high school and college. Now, for those of you who have raised multiple puppies, you can attest to the fact that each puppy teaches you something different about yourself. Some of the things that I learned from our puppies include, but are not limited to, no matter how well you try to puppy-proof your home, it is not good enough. No socks, underwear, dish towels, Camelback nozzles are safe, nor are the cats or the chickens. X-pens can easily be migrated or climbed for a puppy on a mission. And if your puppy steals something, under no circumstances should you chase them while laughing and screaming. I made that mistake a few too many times. Each puppy was with me through a different season of my life, and their steady companionship allowed me to remain grounded and connected through the trials and tribulations of young adulthood. Although I was on track to go to medical school, I felt so passionate about working with the organization that I decided to apply as a trainer. In July of 2019, I joined the Canine Companions staff. Because of my background as a breeder caretaker and a puppy raiser, I had some understanding of the love and passion that goes into these dogs. Yet I was in such awe of the level of excellence and compassionate service that went into not only shaping these dogs into the responsible service dogs that you see here today, but teaching their handlers how to take on the world with their new sidekicks. There's so many beautiful aspects to the human-canine bond. Not only the support they provide with all the tasks they perform, but the effect they have on your spirit by being physically by your side. There's a special kind of pride and joy that you feel from having a well-behaved, highly skilled dog by your side. Many of us trainers have stories about going around in public and getting round of applauses when our dogs pick up difficult items or tug open heavy doors or perform transactions. Each dog we raise and train, as my fellow colleague Cassidy puts it, is a little love project. Being able to see firsthand how these little love projects change our clients' lives has got to be one of the more precious gifts that life has to offer. These 3 students graduating today stepped away from their lives for the past 2 weeks to be placed with one of our service dogs. They spent each day listening to our lectures, thoughtfully completing homeworks and exams, and practicing all 45 skills that their dogs had learned throughout their lives. They learned how to care for, communicate, and bond with their new canine partners. Each student implemented our constructive criticism, persevered through long days, and opened their hearts and mind to the process. As tiring as team training is on all of us, I have to say it is easily one of my favorite parts of being an instructor here at Canine Companions. Each day, I get to have the opportunity to see how much all of our work as volunteers, donors, and staff pays off as our clients start to bond and benefit from their new canine partners. It enriches my soul to be able to be on the inside and help facilitate the beginning of these new partnerships. Not only do I get the opportunity to teach team training, but I actually had the privilege to be a part of training all 3 of the dogs placed in this class today. To Alfie, Franz, and Vector's puppy raisers, I just want to say a special thank you for all the work you did to build such solid foundations and set them up for such a high level of success in professional training. It's been an honor to build where you left off and hand over their leashes to our students and watch them make our students feel the same level of pride and joy that we feel when working with them. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our students. Dr. Jenny Holland, will you join me up front? Now, this was not Jenny's first rodeo. She first started her relationship with Canine Companions back when she was placed with her first service dog as a teenager. When we asked Jenny what she was looking for in a service dog, the list was, well, not short, let's just say that. She was very particular about what she wanted and had high expectations. Jenny wanted a dog that was serious and quick with skills, but affectionate, goofy, and loving outside of work. A dog that was monogamous with her, as she put it, but also sweet with people, but not too sweet. But above all else, she wanted a dog with personality that wanted to be close to her. This certainly was a tall order, and Franz did not fall short. From the moment Franz and Jenny met, it was clear that they were meant to be with each other. On day 1, you could find them having a little love fest, cuddling on the couch. Throughout team training, Jenny told us that she got everything she wanted in a dog. Much like herself, Franz is driven, intelligent, yet goofy, kind, affectionate, and chock full of personality. Franz was raised by Christina Keefe and the women at Coffee Creek Correctional Facility. Franz is the 5th puppy Christina has raised and the 180th puppy raised by Coffee Creek. Presenting Franz today is Christina. Congratulations, Team Jenny and Franz. Now, Sarah, can you join me up front, please? Now, this was Sarah's first rodeo. Going through your first team training and being placed with your first ever service dog is no small feat. Sarah had limited experience handling dogs, yet jumped right in and threw herself out there each day, all while cracking consistently funny jokes. It's always very special to watch someone benefit from their service dog skills for the first time, and Sarah was absolutely no exception. Alfie would sit on Sarah's cue, and she would beam with excitement. So you can only imagine how thrilled she was when Alfie retrieved her purse off the floor for the first time. When we asked how her first weekend home together went, Sarah said that she had had a seizure over the weekend, and per her roommate, Alfie came over, sat next to her, and put his paw on her. That's not something we teach the dogs, by the way. Sarah, Your kind and joyful spirit throughout class was not only contagious, but so meaningful to us as instructors as it reminded us how much these dogs changed people's lives. Sarah and Alfie, or as we call them, Team Salfie, are one and the same. They are thoughtful and steady with random spurts of hilarity. Alfie was raised by Chuck at California Healthcare Facility and Arlene. Alfie is the second puppy that Arlene has raised, and she is presenting Alfie today. Congratulations, Team Sarah and Alfie. Before I hand off the mic to my lovely co-instructor, Cassidy, I just wanted to announce that I've made the extremely difficult decision to step away from my role here at Canine Companions. To everyone that I have met over the past decade, it has been an honor and a pleasure to be on this journey with you, and thank you for the opportunity to get to know you. To Iris Yamaguchi, who did our first home visit before we got our first puppy, to James Dern, who taught me all of the foundational puppy skills that I know, to all of my fellow puppy raisers and breeder caretakers, to Amanda, Christina, and Marissa for being my fierce managers, and to all the graduates that I had the honor of meeting and teaching, to my fabulous, unique, talented, and hilarious coworkers, and to my family that have always been by my side and supported me through it all. Thank you. This past 10 years have shaped me into the human being that I am today, and I will cherish the memories this organization has brought me for lifetimes to come. And with that, I invite Cassidy to come up and introduce the rest of our class.
Hi, I am Cassidy. It has been an honor to teach with my wonderful coworker and, more importantly, friend, Dana. I've learned so much from you, and I am so proud to have gotten to teach alongside you for your last class. Before I introduce our last graduate, I would like to acknowledge the fourth member of our class, Mary Jo, who participated in class, but due to personal circumstances, was not able to graduate today. Mary Jo, speaking on behalf of your fellow classmates, Dana, and myself, it was an honor to have you in class. We are incredibly proud of the work that you did here, and we wish you the best. Perry, could you join me up front, please? All right, to continue Dana's lingo, this was also not Perry's first rodeo. Successor Dr. Perry Heffelfinger has been a longtime supporter of Canine Companions and used to work closely with our veterinarian team when she lived locally. She currently supports assistance dog organizations remotely from Washington. Despite being a successor and a licensed veterinarian, Perry came to class with a humble attitude, invested in learning and always challenging herself to get every training sequence exactly perfect. Perry came to class looking for a calm dog, and oh boy, did she find that in Vector. Vector goes from tugging a heavy door to passed out on a bed faster than any dog I have seen from this organization. Beneath Vector's goofy look and calm demeanor is an incredibly talented, driven, and smart dog. Much like Vector, Perry is so humble with her knowledge and skill that I was unaware she was a veterinarian until the second week of class. Additionally, Perry's ability to brainstorm training plans with us was like working with a fellow trainer. Perry has already taught Vector to clean up toys and return them to a bin, tug doors close behind her, and how to use Apple Pay to assist her when making purchases. Perry, our class is so grateful for the knowledge, stories, and experiences you have shared with us. Vector was raised by Vicki Odgen, Megan Moore, and Colleen Shannon. This is the second puppy Megan and Colleen have raised, and the sixth puppy Vicki has raised. Presenting Vector today is Megan and Vicki. Congratulations, Team Perry and Vector. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Jenny Holland back to the podium to share some words about her experience in team training.
It's heartwarming to see everybody today, and I want to thank you for coming out and celebrating Canine Companions and our graduation. My name is Dr. Jenny Holland, and I would like to speak today on behalf of my classmates, Sarah and Perry, awesome instructors, Dana and Cass, family members, friends, staff, volunteers, donors, and everyone joining us via live stream. Thank you for being with us on this very special day. I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story, but before I do that, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Canine Companions and its mission, because it is that very mission that has made such a difference in my life and in the lives of so many people with disabilities and their dogs. The heart of this organization and its mission has been and will continue to be to provide highly skilled dogs for people with disabilities free of charge. I experience this stance as an example of restorative justice. People with disabilities are among the most marginalized groups in history. As such, many do not have the means to pay for an assistance dog. By the time a Canine Companions team graduates, resources have been spent on equipment, breeding, veterinary care, puppy raising, professional training, and team training to the tune of $50,000 per dog. Additionally, while in team training, my fellow classmates and I have had the opportunity to stay on site in fully accessible dorms. And though I'm a local, for me, staying on campus has meant less fatigue and more energy to spend on learning and bonding with my dog, Franz III, or France, as I like to call him. During our training, many of our lunches have been lovingly made and displayed and cleaned up by volunteers. These same volunteers gave me a daily opportunity to practice calm greetings with France, who, like me, is happy to greet friends and strangers alike. Canine Companions has been part of my life since 1990, when as a teenager I attended my first team training, then referred to as boot camp. I had just graduated from high school and wanted a service dog to go with me to college at the Hutchins School of Liberal Studies at Sonoma State. I thought it would be cool to have a dog of my own. I also thought it would make me more approachable and interesting to my peers, especially in the dorms, and I was right. I had no way of knowing then how much the rest of my life, my self-concept, and my identity would be shaped by my relationships with my service dogs. Going into team training almost 35 years later, I was excited to have the opportunity to see how much I had changed in that time and how much the organization has also changed. From where I sit, hello. let's see here. I shouldn't have looked away. From where I sit, we have both changed considerably in terms of structural and internal framework and organization. My first team training was in a small rundown facility on Sebastopol Road in Santa Rosa. 35 years later, Canine Companions has a beautiful campus, training center, and Canine Health and Wellness Center in Santa Rosa, as well as having other sites across the country. In addition to placing service dogs, Canine Companions trains and places hearing dogs, facility dogs, and dogs that are matched with veterans. Something that makes this class unique is that these dogs have spent time in a prison setting, helping incarcerated people live more meaningful lives. I was able to connect with France's prison handlers this morning, and I was so impressed with this panel of loving human beings who have put so much work and love into my dog. And even more impressed to learn that for people who have participated in the training program, the recidivism rate, the rate at which they return to prison, is 0. That's amazing, isn't it? So the growth and change at Canine Companions has happened due to fundraising efforts and primarily the support of the public through generous donations. And Canine Companions has certainly grown from its humble and innovative beginnings. And so have I. 35 years later, living in Sebastopol, I am married, I have 3 children, and I have enjoyed a meaningful career as a licensed clinical psychologist. I would like to thank my patients for the flexibility and scheduling gymnastics it took for me to do this training. Canine Companions and I have both improved with age, adopting a gentler approach to dogs and people. Always in alignment with the standards of the times, if not ahead of them, I admire the ways in which Canine Companion has changed and grown. At the center of this team training is the belief that our highly skilled canine partners are doing the very best they can and genuinely want to help us and rely on us as handlers to communicate clearly with them, giving them encouragement and guidance as needed. The emerging bond between canine and their person is paramount. From there, a relationship based on trust and reliability and interdependency can continue to grow. I asked instructor Dana about what she loves most when she thinks about her job. She spoke to me about the joy she experiences being the bridge between the person and their canine counterpart. And Dana, I can't thank you enough for being just that. I feel like I have the perfect dog, and you happen to train him. And Cassidy talked about how she feels like everything comes together as she watches dogs she's trained work with clients and form deep bonds. Cassidy, I value and admire your quiet strength, and I think the world better look out for you. I have been deeply moved by Dana and Cassidy's commitment to these service dog teams. They have been skilled handlers, educators, and innovators. I have seen them problem solve and adapt in times of tension and be firm with compassion. And I am pleased that we have come so far together. It isn't easy to change, and we did just that. I became more of a rule follower for them and the team. Yeah, you guys know it. And they became more flexible and collaborative. The outcome, beauty. We have laughed and cried together. Each time we watched Sarah and Alfie working together, we couldn't resist mirroring her smile and her gentle ways. I have learned a lot from watching how patient you are with Alfie and how patient he is with you. As a class, we also benefited from having a veterinarian in our group. Perry offered her expertise and knowledge freely, and I think we all learned more than we would have without you. Perry, I admire your calmness, and I think you have found your perfect match in Vector, who I affectionately think of as Mr. Deliberate. On that note, I would like to thank Carrie, Perry's human counterpart, for stepping in to help as needed without being asked. Perhaps the biggest change I've noticed in myself from 19 to 53 is how much more I care about people. At 19, I knew it all, and I didn't like being told what to do. Some of those tendencies still came out this time around as well, but because I'm an adult and because I'm working with effective leaders, clear communicators, we were able to move through it. The toughest moment in the training was when our dear classmate, Mary Jo, had to leave the training early to protect her health. Mary Jo, we are rooting for you, and when the time is right, I know you will be back. In the meantime, we are here for you, and when you need a canine or human friend, you've got it. One of the brighter moments of the training happened during our field trip to the Charles Schultz Museum, because it gave me a chance to reconnect and visit with Mrs. Schultz, who I hadn't seen in at least 33 years. The last time I saw her, I was the Northwest Regional Ambassador. I couldn't blame her for not remembering me. We had a chance to chat about France and all that he means and will mean for me. Jeannie even got an impromptu demo on the stairs. It was a chance to witness France do what he does best, a tune, a line, and support in any setting. Now, on to the story you've all been waiting for, the one about Team Holland and France. I saved it for last because I'm not a good talker and crier. So, when I entered team training, I wondered if I would match with any dog. Given the strength of my love for his predecessors, it seemed like a tall order. It has been about 6 years since I had a service dog, and in that time, so much has happened. We have made it through fires in Sonoma County and COVID everywhere. I didn't feel quite like myself without a canine partner, and though I have friends, a loving family, and meaningful work, I felt a bit down and lonely. Netflix in bed became more appealing than being out and about and open to life. I came into team training hopeful for a match. This is for you, Marissa. And also worried that I wouldn't like any dog because I am so specific and often asking for contradictory things. I was pretty sure that I would have to sacrifice something no matter who they matched me with. I asked for a dog that was calm but animated, a dog with a great work ethic and a spring in their step, but also a dog that was gentle and careful enough not to pull me over when I'm walking with crutches. I wanted a dog that was committed and monogamous, but also friendly to everyone. A dog who would choose me and help me with the tasks of daily living and also be a comfort to my clients. And then I met France. I fell head over heels in love for him, much to my surprise. He won me over with his affection, his ability to comfort me, his love of working and learning, his intelligence and quickness, the way he walks with such careful intention when I am up on my crutches, and as you saw in the video, his phenomenal crutch retrieve. He is also very funny and goofy. In short, we are perfect together, and I am looking forward to many years of companionship, adventures, and increased independence together. When I came into team training, the instructors asked me what my theme song was, and I told them it was "I Can See Clearly Now" by Jimmy Cliff. And to quote that song, "I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day." Thank you.
I can never figure this out. Well, we'll just go like this. I promise to learn how to do it next time. First of all, thank you, Jenny, for sharing. Jenny told me that she found her twin in her dog, Franz, which is adorable. And I want to say congratulations to all of our graduates. One more time, congratulations, everybody. Okay, so I just have a few announcements before we head outside. We are on the search for more puppy raisers and breeder caretakers. We welcome anyone who is interested in learning more about joining us as volunteers, and we're going to have some upcoming virtual info sessions on May 29th and June 5th called Pause and Purpose. And you can just visit our website for more information at canine.org. Also, we are going to be celebrating our Sit, Stay, Sparkle fundraising gala on June 15th right here in Santa Rosa at the Luther Burbank Center. Tickets are on sale if you'd like to join us. It's a really fabulous, fun time. And for those of you joining us from home, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you. For those of you who are mothers or mother-type figures, I want to say Happy Mother's Day this weekend. And finally, if you're joining us here in person, you can stop by the lobby where we have some gift shop items for sale. And please join us outside for some refreshments and cookies. And have a lovely weekend. Thank you.